Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Music Made Me Different. Today's episode is brought to you by Music Made Entertainment. I'm your host, your boy Confident, and today we have a special guest, one of the more sought-out engineers out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'd like to introduce Audio Music.
All right. Thank you for having me. Thank you all.
Thank you for coming, man. I
course,
appreciate you
of course.
taking time out of your busy
Of
schedule
course.
to sit down with me today and actually give us a chance to be in your casa, your environment, your studio. You know, I greatly appreciate it.
No, I thank you for coming.
Man, so today I'd like to talk to you about what got you into the music, what really kicked off and what really started your journey into this music.
I can say basically in high school, I've always took a class, either playing piano or guitar. I didn't really know anything, what I mean, just hitting the strings and whatever. But like I just couldn't find my true calling into making music and all that.
So your first instrument, like what was your first instrument?
Guitar.
Guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, like what did you learn to play? Like,
Not a whole lot, man, because I always had trouble playing chords, you know what I mean? But I just had fun with it, though. I mean, I actually just made my own rhythm to it, what I mean, just messing with different chords and stuff, you know what I mean? But I couldn't really read notes.
yeah.
But, what I mean, I just had fun with it.
Oh, dude, sometimes you got to start small beginnings.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just baby steps, bro. So after that, like after school and all that, you said you couldn't really find your calling. Like, what made you go more synth? What made you what programs did you use? Like, what? I know I'm asking a bunch of questions at once, but like,
No, you're good.
Like, what started the chain of events for you really trying to dive deep into it?
I can say me hitting up the clubs with my buddies. We lived all in the apartment together. And I mean, we went to clubs in downtown, and we go there, dance and. But I'll be listening to the music that they're playing, and I'll be see people dancing with the music, the DJ in the background mixing his thing.
Yeah,
I was like, I want to do that.
I feel that. It like sparked something. It really intrigued that refinement.
Yeah.
Like, did you learn how to like what did you learn first? Like when you decided to dive into it, like what was your first steps?
I can say basically I downloaded an app on my iPhone, and it's just like basically a little music production thing that you could just like add instruments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one of my homeboys, shout out to Sean, because he's the one that actually got me like the program that I got today.
Yeah.
But I started making beats on that phone, and I guess like one night we just like had a party, and I showed a couple of people like what I made, and like, hey man, this is freaking dope, you know what I mean? You can do something more with it, but it's not bad, but it's not bad or good, but it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, dude, like whenever you get that little niche and you feel it and you get that energy, do you hit a flow state of mind?
I guess as soon as I got into it, and then I was like, all right, at the time I didn't have a laptop or anything with me.
Yeah.
So like one of my buddies like, hey, I'll sell you a laptop for like $300. I was like, all right, for sure. And so I got that. And I asked him, I was like, hey, can you get me some type of program that I can make music out of?
Yeah.
And I guess his mom installed FL Studio 9.
Yeah.
Kind of like, illegally
Yeah.
stuff, you know what I mean? I'm sure every producer did that too.
Yeah.
But illegally downloaded, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a cost and effect of buying a computer from somebody else. I mean, that computer has so many
Yeah.
viruses, man. But I started with FL Studio 9, kind of learned like the little techniques.
Yeah. I've been there, bro. I've been there. Like, I've learned different things. You know what I mean? I started off with FL Studios when they used to call it Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops,
yeah.
yep.
I was like, and then I used Sonar, right?
Oh yeah.
So like I'm kind of familiar a little bit with those, but I use Mac now. I don't use HP. So
Yeah.
so it's like I'm used to more of like Logic Pro, and different things. So it's like it's different for me. It's more simplistic.
Yeah.
But you could get some banging 808s out of that
Yeah.
FL Studios, bro.
Yeah, you can get. I mean, I just downloaded whatever kind of instruments I can from the internet. That's probably where I got all my viruses from.
You're like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna sample that.
Yeah, instruments, VST. That's probably why I killed my computer.
Oh yeah, bro. Like that'll do it quick, bro.
Yeah.
That'll do it quick. Like so using FL Studios, when did you know you really had a niche for it?
I guess when I started practicing on it, I started using like the simple sounds that FL Studio came with, already set VSTs and sounds, and then I showed my wife. I was like, here, check this out, check out what I made, and she's like, dang, this sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, but back then I didn't have like the special gear that I needed. I only had like a regular pair of string headphones, and I didn't have any speakers, anything like that.
Yeah, so you couldn't really like refine it the way you do now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know when you hit the scene, like you've been on the scene for a while, but it wasn't until like really, really recent, right?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
when you hit the ground running and everybody's like, whoa, like, all right, this guy got some talent.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I heard you did that song, you did the beat for Dreams.
Yeah.
You did the one with Tito, with Quest and Gilly Soul called 16+1.
Yeah, yeah.
You've also done some beats for IE Cinematics. You done the ciphers and like for Blaze's ciphers.
Yeah,
you also did the Enchantment League
Yeah.
beats for those ciphers. Like, bro, you're well known in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Like I was surprised, bro. I'm just letting you know, I was surprised that all your promotion just comes from literally just Facebook and Instagram, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like I thought as well known as you are. I could go anywhere in Albuquerque. They're like, hey, hit up Audio Music for beats.
Yeah, no, I appreciate everybody telling me about everybody. Like, hey, go hit about the music, and I'm like, yo, the beats tell me, yeah, like, this person sent me. I'm like, hey, man, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I'll just go like to the person that sent them. I'll like, hey, I'll throw you a free beat, man. Thank you for sending this person over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. And what I like about when people do send us to you, like Gilly's the one that had me reach out. I bought 2 of your beats.
Yeah,
right?
Gilly, yeah.
I was like I'm telling you, bro. Like I bought 2 of your beats. I still haven't even finished one of them.
Yeah.
I was like, but when I bought the 2 of your beats, what I liked about it is you send a pack.
Yeah.
You send a pack of beats for people to choose out of it. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
go ahead and sift through these. It's like 20, 30 beats. And then you just be like, which one do you want? And then you hook them up, you
Yeah.
know? I was like, and they're reasonable prices. Like you go anywhere else and they're charging $300-$400 for them beats,
Yeah, man,
Like,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
I was-
Especially like, out of state too, they charge so much.
yeah, dude. And I'm like, these beats are dope. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it's like, if I'm going to spend that much on a beat, like it takes like if I'm trying to work on an album,
Yeah.
like $300-$400, like I'm still trying to spend like the $300-$400 to get that feature,
Exactly. Not just that. You got to pay for promotion. You got to pay for
Exactly.
music videos. Getting your music out there. It's just it's a pretty pricey
Yeah,
industry.
It gets like heavy, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, these beats that you be making are, I'm just saying, hands down, bro, like they banging, bro. Like
Man, that
I
comes
catch
from
waves.
heart.
I was like, I catch waves on them,
Yeah.
bro. Like every time I hear Gilly come up with a new beat or Quest come up with a new beat
Yeah.
or somebody, I was like, bro, like too bad I just don't write too much, Like I was like, I'd rather just rip this beat and just
Yeah.
let's body this,
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just one of those things, bro. Like I'm gonna ask you about these ciphers since we're on the beats. Like, how did you come up with like because I've heard you do a couple of beats for Blaze
Yeah,
for
yeah,
his ciphers.
yeah,
So like, can you explain that before we talk about the
yeah.
enchantment league beats?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I did it also for like Arrows Independent Studio, but like they'll hit me up, hey yo, audio, can you help us out with a cipher beat? I'm like, okay, heck yeah. I mean, I'm down for whatever. You know what I mean? So I'll make like I'll make like a total like 4 or 5 beats, and
Yeah.
I'll let them decide which ones they want to use, and they'll actually use a couple. I mean, sometimes I think like some ciphers like they just use the one beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I'm super proud that like they used more than one of my beats
Oh
for these
yeah.
ciphers.
I know they mix and mingle. Like there's that one
Yeah,
that Gilly, you got Serious, you got Envy on that same sucker. Like,
yeah,
and that was two totally different beats. Like I like the way
yeah.
it starts off with a smooth, like a smooth jazz, and then all of a sudden it drops
It
into
just drops
something
down to
dark.
crazy dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. And I'm like,
yeah,
dude, it gives two different elements
yeah.
to more raw. It goes real, vibey, and then raw, straight raw. Get your bars out.
Yeah, shout out to those artists, man, because I mean, for them to actually write something to those beats is just like heartwarming. You know what I mean? I also had my team, Shoulders Beats, Cash Keys, and Ambition Crew Beats. I also, put into their work into those cipher beats too as
Yeah.
well.
And dude, I'm telling you, bro, like I wish somebody would hit me up for a cipher, bro. I really do. Like I wish somebody would get down, hit me up for a cipher. Like I know I ain't got the backing
Yeah,
on the reputation of showing my lyrics, but like I'm telling you, bro, on some of these beats that you be shooting out, bro, I'm like, dude, I wish somebody would hit me up for a cipher, bro.
yeah.
And it's like,
No, we keep you in list, brother.
yeah,
We
bro,
keep
I'm
you
telling
because
you,
we
bro.
love to work with everybody.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, bro. I'll throw like a quick 16 down, bro. Like
Hell yeah.
I'll get down on that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and so how did you become Enchantment League Beats? Like what is that?
It's basically like a local team. I mean, we have amazing, talented producers in this team, and I'm super grateful for for them actually taking out the time of out of their daily lives to put in their work and stuff. But Enchantment League kind of basically started like around I can say 2018. Me and my buddy Script. He's all, hey, we started, collabing as producers.
Yeah.
So like we're like, what can we call ourselves? You know what I mean? We're like, we came up with a couple of different names, and Enchantment League Beats kind of like stuck in there. And then I was like, all right, cool. Like you get in that momentum, and you want to, create the logo. You want to create, a tag for it. I mean, I got my little girl, Avea. She threw in the vocals for like Enchantment League Beats. It's pretty
Yeah.
dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and dude, like I like the way you kept it simple. When you guys created the logo, I like the way it's in a circle.
Yeah.
And it's so simple because it looks like something that you could just brand with. Like you could just stamp anywhere you want.
Yeah, that's what like when I came up with the logo, I had different ideas, but like I like you said, I wanted to keep it simple,
Yeah.
and where I can like post it on shirts or posters or even for posting videos along with it. I mean, I wanted to keep it simple and coming up with a circle and the Zia symbol in the middle. It came out dope, and then showed my team. I put in the gold in it because I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, it's royalty.
Yeah, it's royalty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For you it's royalty, bro.
yeah,
Like I'm telling you, bro, like I seen when I was doing research on you, bro, like because this is the first time.
Yeah.
If no one knows yet, this is the first time I'm sitting down with you. The only time I reached out to you is just to purchase some beats. We never really had a conversation or nothing. So like this is the first time we've actually sat down and
Yeah.
and are talking it. So for anybody listening, this is the first time. And so when I was researching you, I saw that you met Bubba Sparks.
yeah.
So like how did that come to be? Because
Oh man, Bubba Sparks. He had a show at somewhere in downtown, and we got in contact with him. My artist, Mo Music, we hit him up in the backstage. Like, we got into Bubble Sparks, and Mo asked him for a feature.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, cool. I mean, he asked him for the feature, and then Mo Music, he asked me, hey, I need you to make a beat, man.
Yeah.
So like I made a beat that night, and then bam, we got Bubble Sparks the next the next day,
Yeah.
because I finished the beat like within like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and I sent it over to Mo, so the Mo could send it over to Bubble Sparks, and the next day we just like bam, we just hit it at Arrows and Opinion Studio. It was a dope day, man.
Yeah, because in the pictures I seen that you guys had a good time, bro. You guys were
Yeah,
just mad chilling.
it was crazy, and on top of that, man, like uh, Bubble Sparks, you know, what I mean, he came into the studio ready. You know, what I mean, like he basically pretty much just wrote down, you know, as quick as possible in the studio because you know he's a busy man.
Yeah.
So like he just came in the studio, you know, we threw in the beat and then you know he just writing down like a couple of stuff and then I think he freestyled a couple of stuff onto that beat too,
Yeah.
just on top of the dome. He's like, but it was a crazy day, man. This was a great experience.
Well, dude, like anytime you get to sit down with an artist that's known or even has history that has been known, it's always a wonderful feeling whenever you get to actually like create something
Yeah.
or do something with it.
Yeah.
And like when I seen that, I was like, man, how did he manage that? Like what are the odds that just happens? You know?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta like you know step up, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the studio. I think I actually missed work that day just to go, you know,
Hey,
go
you got to do what you got to do, right?
just to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And how did you who is Emo Music? Like I personally don't know him.
Yeah.
But I see you guys do a lot of things together. You guys collab on a lot.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
how did you meet him? Who is he to you?
Well, you know, first of all, he hit me up as for some covers. I mean, and then
Yeah.
I guess I tagged him my Instagram. He's all right, man. You saw he I guess he figured out that I made beats, so we kind of just hit it off there.
Yeah.
And then after, you know, we kind of grown each other, you know, like you know from like making music and back to back, you know, going to a concert, him performing, me going over there to go support him. You know, what I mean,
Yeah. And and I seen you guys link up for a lot of things. Like
yeah,
it's pretty cool when you get that artist that really, like I've noticed that certain producers have certain artists that and engineers have certain artists
Yeah.
that they work with a lot. And it's pretty cool when you get those people that you just naturally have chemistry with.
yeah, yeah,
Because then you could kind of rely on them and they can rely on you. And you guys kind of like when you guys both sit together, you guys have a different bond.
yeah,
You know, like it's pretty cool when that happens, man.
yeah.
Who's the other artists that you work with, man? Like
I can say like NMWA New Mexico with Attitude, you know, with Toxic, Craft, Ambition, Crew Beats. But he goes by ET Number Change if he was in that group area. And then another producer called Don Major.
Don Major.
Yeah.
Oh man, bro.
Yeah.
It sounds like did I was like, my bad.
No,
I just had one of those moments where
No.
it's like I was going one direction and I was
No,
like brain
no.
farted. It sounds like those people did have an impact on your music.
They
Like
did have an impact. I mean, not only that, like we be all making beats. We actually went to Toxic's house, and I mean they'll have like a setup like this. I mean, like with a computer, you know, a mic stand. We have we have an engineer, we have two producers, and I mean we're just like, you know, in one room, just like making beats and then recording at the same time.
yeah. So they like when do you think your style fully started like maturing in its own direction?
Shoot, I can say like maybe I could say about 2018. Yeah,
2018.
2018.
What do you think what do you think made the transition like you say in 2018, but what made you start clicking on I got a certain way that I like doing it and this is what suits me and this is what makes me happy at the end of this beat.
Yeah, I can say like, you know what I mean, what makes me happy, you know, just sitting down, you know, with, you know, different varieties of people, you know, with different artists. I mean, sometimes it could be, you know, nerve wracking because you never met these people before.
Yeah.
And you mean like, but once you know hit it off and you start, you know, doing your thing,
Yeah.
it's just like you know, magic just completely happens.
So you feel like it allowed you to really adapt and adopt a lot of
Oh,
different
yeah.
things
Yeah.
connecting to their stories.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, see that I feel that 100. I feel that
Yeah.
100. I've also noticed that when I was doing my research on you, man, because because like I see your beats, like, bro. I even hit you up like, hey, is this one still available? You know, 'cause I heard
Yeah.
one. I was like, bro, I
I
gotta
kind of
check that
feel
one out.
bad, you know what I mean? But I keep it up there, you know, like the beats still posted because you know he's
Yeah,
like the artist, like the variety what I can actually do.
yeah. It's basically like
Yeah,
your what's that thing? Your resume.
yeah, basically,
I was
yeah,
like, I also see that you went into a battle of the beats.
yeah.
Like, I didn't even, to be honest, man. Like, this is all new to me on certain
No,
parts.
you're
Like, I
good.
didn't even know there was a battle of the beats, and I seen that, bro. Like, how was that? Like, what did explain that to us, and then walk us to, because I see you took
Yeah,
home second place.
yeah. So, I mean, let's get into the beat battles. I basically started like kind of like when I started, you know, to get out of my box, just trying to get out there, you know, meet new people. Um, I went to with my buddy Eli,
Yeah,
and we went to this place, and we saw like you know a DJ and a rapper and a producer, and then I saw this producer. I believe it was Kush Billions at the time,
yeah,
and then the rapper was Third Leg. So they, you know, they're doing a thing, and I saw like Kush Billions, you know, hitting the NPC and stuff. I was like, oh man, that's freaking dope.
yeah,
And so like I hit him up. I was like, hey yo, Kush, is there a type of way that I can like you know perform my beats, you know, so I can you know get people to know me. He's all right, yeah, he's all right. You know what? We got a beat battle coming up. And I was like, all right, cool, hell yeah, dope. But like, I had no idea what to do in the beat battle, bro.
yeah. This is the first time
This is
you.
my first time going into the beat battle, so I'm looking up on YouTube. You know, what I mean, you know, my producer that I follow, you know, that really inspired me is A-Rap music.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, he's crazy with the NPC,
Oh
but
yeah.
you know, like, you know, I kind of like, all right, so I'm gonna make like, you know. I looked up on YouTube, you know, and I'm trying like, you know, I'm self-teaching myself how to, you know, what to do in a beat battle,
Yeah.
how to perform in a beat battle, and you know, I got the tips I needed and this and that, and I was actually late to my beat battle.
Oh man.
So I was late to my beat battle. It was because my computer froze on me, and then like for some reason it deleted everything that I had on
Oh,
my
bro.
USB or yeah my USB hard drive, and I was like, fudge. So like I was like, you know, like sweating, dude, because like I live like about 20 minutes from downtown. I was like, I hope they
Yeah.
don't start. Luckily, they don't start till you know, like they'll say 8 p.m., but they don't start till about 10.
Yeah.
So I thought I was late, man. So you know what I mean, I finally got my beats ready, and so I came down, and like the adrenaline that's kicking in because like I never done this before, and it's like for me to get out of my box area, you know what I mean, it's just it's nerve wracking, but I had a good time, and like I think I came in I think I came in second place. I screwed up though, my part though, because I had a beat that that switches from the pitch down to low, but I put down the whole thing, so it dropped down the drums with it. So I was
Oh
like, oh, I heard it though. I heard my mistake,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, okay, okay. But you know, what I mean, I got the people riled up and like, dang, they're like, you know, like jumping around, you know, banging their head. You know,
Yeah.
that was a good feeling to me. Like honestly, like win or lose, like that was just like, you know, like it felt so good just to just see people do that. You
That
know?
was the first time you actually seen your art
Yeah,
actually admired by more than just you and the people around you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's a wonderful
And then
feeling,
like
bro. That's
each beat battle. And I mean, I'm progressing. I mean, I'm learning from these amazing producers. I've been to about, I can say about maybe 8 or 9 battles
yeah.
total. And I mean, I'm progressing, you know, learning from each of these producers. And like, I'm learning from each of their style. And I was like, damn, these producers are freaking good. And like I personally had to step up, you know what I mean. So I got to learn more into my program, learn more into into detail of volume, you know, what I mean, bass, you know. It's just like, but like more I progress and learn, you know what I mean, I'm starting to like get closer and closer to winning these beat battles. So far, I won 2 beat battles, and I got into second place with the last one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to me, that's like, I mean, you know, on the last battle, like, they're like, oh, shoot, audio music is performing. So I'm like, that
Yeah.
it's wrong, but like it makes me feel like, dang. I mean, I really do have like an impact. Like, these people already know who I am, and they already know what I can bring to the table, and
Yeah.
it's really heart filling for that.
Yeah, dude, it's a wonderful feeling like that
Yeah.
because like now you know that you're recognized
Hmm.
and they're giving you credit for
Yeah.
all your hard work, and you know that you're not too far off from being a household name in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's a wonderful thing, bro. Like that's just crazy, bro. Like I wouldn't even know. I would want to go to a beat battle, so
Yeah.
you need to keep me in tune on that because like I'm
It's dope,
curious, bro.
man.
I'm
It's a dope
curious.
environment. I mean, everybody. You got artists, producers, painters, dispensaries,
Yeah,
but you got everybody. Everybody that's in there. Everybody's a family because we're all doing one thing that we love is making music and connecting with other people here in New Mexico, which is a big thing.
yeah. I got a question. If you had to give some advice to anybody like in your situation that's an engineer and all that, like from start to finish, what would be the one thing or better yet, here we'll switch it up cuz that's simple. If you had to give advice to the younger you,
Yeah.
what would and then give advice to the older you from this stance of where you're at right now
Yeah.
in your pathway, what would it be?
I can say don't buy that computer, buy something else. But I can say what if I was to go back to the past. I mean, I don't think I would have changed anything honestly, because I would have got here if I worked hard for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But what would you tell yourself in the future for the future?
For the future, I just keep doing what you love, man. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how I was pretty much just telling myself, just keep going, keep doing what you do. I mean, love your craft, love what you do.
So remember that, everybody. If you guys are in that same situation, be careful with your purchases and don't give up. Just keep doing you
Yeah.
because eventually you'll get to where you need to be. You know, we're actually running out of time, bro. So you want to do any shout outs before we get ready to sign off?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to what you're doing, man. This is going to be a big thing. I want to give a shout out to my family, my wife and 2 kids. I want to give a shout out to my team in Champion League Beats. I want to give a shout out to New Mexico because we're all a big family here.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you actually coming, giving me time out of
Yeah.
your day and your busy
No.
schedule and sitting down with me for this podcast and actually showing love and it being able to express yourself and open up. I hope this is a big thing. I pray that it is a big thing, you know. I want to be able to connect with more artists through this and like I said, I want it to be something that's open to all artists. I'm talking about from graph heads, break dancers, scratcher DJs, you know what I mean, producers, engineers. I want to be able to hit all demographics, you know. It doesn't matter. We don't discriminate against nobody. We're inviting everybody in because we want everybody to have a voice, to be heard, and actually like be able to connect on a different scale to people, you know.
Yeah.
Like not everybody has a different story and everybody had a different struggle, but everybody knows that music changes people's lives for the better or for the worse, and everybody's story behind that is different. You know, I've seen based off of what you told me, you went from one way to another way, and
Yeah.
like the way I see you now, bro, you got a bright future ahead of you, you know, and you're still starting off, bro. And like you said, just keep doing what you love,
doing
bro.
it,
And
don't quit. Yeah.
people are gonna follow in, bro. Like your name's brought up through communities, so
Yeah.
it's like just keep up the good work, bro. And I appreciate you. I appreciate the love you gave me for shedding on these mics, bro. And
Hell yeah.
man, I'm gonna keep in touch, bro, for sure, man.
Yeah. Thank you for having me here.
I appreciate you for coming, and thank you for everybody that tuned in to this episode with Audio Music. His link's going to be for his Facebook and his Instagram in the bio. You probably see a couple of QR codes that popped up for his stuff on the screen too. Scan, follow. Peace out, man. Mad love.
Peace. My love.
Audio music.